It is a squirrel course. Tools and materials used. Modeling tools including zhongjiang. Be careful when copying patterns. The observable structures and lines, and the details of each part. View in its entirety. The hair knife-like depth at the front of the body is usually deeper than the hair at the back. Make it have a more obvious sense of space. The texture and the space of the hair should be fully considered when making a bulge effect. Use B012, B012-S, and B013. Sculpt the overall outline line. Adjust engraving force according to the structure and the depth of the raised effect. Be careful when carving hair. You can lengthen the ends of a hair a little. Increase the natural transition and make the hair look more elegant and flexible. Make the ends of more directional and natural. Because the eyeball is a smooth sphere, select the smooth muscle texture tool here. While the edge contour is knocked down, the eyeball will have a natural arc. Flexible use of different tools to enhance the sense of space and volume of hair. It also shows the layering of hair. Note that the angle about direction. Hair is basically vertical down. It will change according to the fluctuation of body structure through different lengths of hair at the same time. Use F045 to preliminary carve the outline edge of the hole. Make edges more sloped. Convenient for later carving. For beginners, F045 after engraving. You can use F046 to continue the transition. Making fur with a rotary knife. Wet water on the front of the leather. First, treat the hair on the ear. By looking at the direction of the ear hair, it can be seen that the hair of the ear is upward as a whole, and the edge has a sense of direction. The barber's tail at the bottom, it is the most fluffy hair in the picture, and the direction is uncertain. When using rotary knife to carve lines, hair can be relatively random. Make messy hair. Alright, that's the end of the carving. Next, start dyeing. Use lighter water-based dye, bright yellow to mix water, about 1:1. On the basis of carving, according to structure and shading, stain the whole. Establish warm tone. Novice in production. Attention should be paid to strengthening the double color repeatedly. The light-colored part can be reserved. It is done to maximize the contrast in the picture. In production, have a clearer understanding of the overall relationship. At the same time, it can also ensure that the color transition is more uniform. Note that in the process of depiction, control the saturation of the dye in the pen. Do not let the pen absorb too much dye. You can usually put a paper towel or sponge next to it. Absorb the excess water in the pen before depicting. Constant enhancement of shading and structure make the contrast of the picture stronger and the color richer. The less moisture, the more difficult the transition will be, but you can also get clearer strokes. When depicting the details, usually less water. Make the strokes more delicate and clear. The picture will be richer and more vivid. Orange and red with acrylic paint. Add white water to depict the bright color of hair through light and reflective effects in the body. Because acrylic pigment is a covering dye, when color is stacked is too thick, will cover the texture of knife line and leather, affect the overall effect. Next, make the background. Use leather water-based dye black mixed with water, make a dark part of the background. By observation, the dye accounting to the outward transition of a certain part with dark color in the middle and light color around. Cotton cloth can be used in large space. Dip in a little paint. Constant wiping. Cotton cloth can make the color more uniform. Okay, squirrel course. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.